Hello and welcome to this amazing session. And first thing first, I'm just going to quickly put up with the song in the background. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right. We are going to be analyzing taking a look into the market, the financial market, and as you can see from the screen, there are cryptos. Just here a crypto to look at. I just love to trade Bitcoin. Okay, as because it's one of the major, and it's actually the major currency pair for me, and I chose to stick with that. And there are plenty and a lot of forex pairs, and the crypto actually that I'm talking about is BTCUSD. So plenty of forex pairs, and also I have metals. I have XAUUSD, and I also have XAGUSD. XAUUSD is gold, XAGUSD is silver. Silver is not too volatile. Sometimes it takes its time before it makes the move. And technicals, sentiments, sometimes fundamental, 20%, let's say. Okay, like methodology, every trade method, ideas, systems, those things are just 10% and you are 90%. So that's where sentiment comes in. Okay, but you will not, because makes, your decision is actually the 90%. Let me do that so that I don't start praising one aspect of financial trading, and others will still castigate me for not talking or speaking or saying anything about them. Okay, in general, every system works. Okay, whatever you use, it works. You just take your time to understand what it takes. Okay, so now what was I saying? So I have metals and I have silver. Like I was saying, I said silver doesn't really move that much. It only takes its time, and while all parameters are set, not here for my moves when there is need for it to move. And one of the major things that move the market is not even it's not in any way near retail trading. It's not also you can say that all these big institutions makes those decisions, they make those calls, but it still has to do with a whole lot of fundamental reasoning before any financial instrument, be it commodity, be it in the family of commodities, family of forex, futures, indices, and all of that. Okay, before they really move in the direction you want them to move. Now, and let's quickly look at what we have today. Okay, I have this interface on my chart. I have this interface, I have this software, and I also I'm going to be looking into this. Okay, let me quickly talk about this before I move to that one. Now, yesterday I made a call, but before then, let me quickly bring up okay, what do we have today? All right, it's up. So yesterday I made a call for AUD USD. Today is 4, right? Yeah, this is today. So let's see. Okay, by the way, this side, okay, manually. Okay, even if it is not manual, if it's automatic, you know, if it hits stop loss or you take profits, it's going to also record it. Okay, so let's quickly look at what we wanted to look at today. All right, this is it. So this has, you know, on a normal day, this is more than, you know, intraday trading is on the screen. Okay, now price, there was it was a move yesterday, a move that actually, you know, made me to look at this from the bigger picture. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom it in a little bit. Okay, there was this move that made me to look at the market from a bigger picture, and I thought, you know, maybe it has actually ended. Okay, that this consolidation at or this range at the stop has actually ended. And one of the factors I always look at is, you know, to see price, you know, touch a resistance level continuously. Okay, I'm sure everybody knows that if you're a financial trader, if you've been in the game for, you know, a little while. So seeing price, you know, make a move down, up, you know, down, up, down, and all of that. So when I saw this happen yesterday, there was this, you know, very sharp bearish, you know, momentum yesterday, and I took the trade. So if I had wanted to, you know, if I wanted to scalp the market, I would have exited maybe 4, 5, 6 pips, and you say it's scalping. But since I see it this way, okay, since I saw this was happening in a 1 hour time frame, and the price has actually moved, or the price has actually moved, you know, from this bottom to where it is. Okay, and I was like, okay, yeah, look at where price moved from this bottom, you know, up until here. AUD USD doesn't give you that much. It doesn't make you that much, except there is a very serious fundamental news that is gonna last, that will make it last for weeks or for months. Okay, so whatever it is, just take it. And I love the fact that I saw, you know, I stumbled upon this yesterday. I didn't even stumble upon it, the system stumbled upon this. Okay, so when I saw this, I was like, okay, the price also has broken, you know, this bottom here, or this support here, and that maybe we should, yeah. And I took the trade. It was a clear signal, very clear. Honestly, it was a clear signal. All right, now the reason I'm explaining this is because I am selling the trade. Okay, and I could also do it before. I could also, you know, analyze it, because even if I'm not in the trade, so let's use what we have to, you know, really get the knowledge that we need to get. So look at this top, you know, this actually, which has actually turned into a zone, and you see that price breaks up and continues to go up, or it breaks below. So breaking below this very sharp support definitely gave me the reasoning to, you know, want to sell, and I sold, and it went, you know, back into that zone where price has been, you know, consolidating or ranging from. So I'm still, you know, kind of like hoping that there's still going to be a sharp fall for AUD USD. Okay, AUD USD. I may still talk about all of this, okay, but maybe, you know, this is not going to be the only video I'm going to make. I'm still going to make a whole lot more videos. Okay, all right, so okay, so I'm still you know, trading it, and I'm hoping by maybe in few minutes this is going to change into London and New York session, you know, that's overlap, okay, between London and New York session, that time when, you know, both two sessions comes together. Okay, one is about to end and one is, you know, very active, just starting. So I'll be expecting, you know, some moves then, and if it actually did comes here, I'm going to also explain it if I am online. Okay, so that's that about that. And That's yesterday, right? So day before yesterday, that's about 2 days ago. The same also happened with Euro GBP, and there was this sharp move up. Honestly, you would love it if you had seen it. Okay, you would really love it if you had seen, or caught that move. Okay, you would have loved it if you had, caught that move. So very sharp a move. All right, so you would just permit me for a few. Okay, and I just would want to quickly, post some good information on okay, just a moment. Just a moment. It may be what I want to do. It may be useful for now, or maybe later. I just would like to. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, that should take effect very immediately. And it is up and running. All right, so let's us quickly move to our video. Okay, so while I'm still analyzing, I'm just going to minimize the Telegram because there is no trade opportunities for now. Okay, so this is what happened with Euro GBP. Okay, so this is actually what happened to, you see, I told you that this was going to change to London, New York, because it's 1 p.m. Oh yeah. And okay, anyway, this is what actually happened to New York. I'm sorry, this is actually what happened to Euro GBP. The same happened to Euro GBP, where the signal was gotten, and in 15-minute time frame, we followed it, and it was actually a blessed trade. Okay, we had that trade, and okay, this is it. We had that trade, and it initially gave us some pips and went back down to negative, and before you know it, we saw the opportunity. So this is what I and the few people here at FX KG now will be benefiting from. Okay, so like I was saying, this happened, and we're also looking for more of this to happen. Now let me quickly analyze this. Now one thing is, you don't just depend on one reason before we could analyze the market, or take opportunity, or look for trade ideas, and also maybe opportunities in the market. Originally, this is a currency strength, and if you look at it, there are different types. These are also another currency strength. It looks alike, but was actually built for different purposes. All right. Okay, I was actually built for different, but this gives you the premium, and this gives you the normal, but yes, institutional wise intraday moves and ideas, and also methodology for you to be able to put some things together and trade, and be beneficial, or it will definitely benefit you, or be profitable. So that's a good word to use. So now look at what we have. Because we have AUD/USD since yesterday, and this had remained like this. Okay, now look at AUD is actually weak, and USD is somewhat strong, because yeah, it has 0.03, and this one plus 0.03, while this one has negative 0.06. Yeah, no, the momentum is weak, low for almost every of every pairs, but what do we have? Something is actually telling us that we could go down, market could sell at any time, market could buy at any time, or that this is what we should be looking at. All right, now also here we also have almost the same thing. Look at US dollar, look at Australian dollar. Okay, and multi-time frame wise, that this is pointing down is fact that we should be looking for a sell. That is pointing down already, for the fact that we should be looking for that this is purely the momentum or the bias for Australian dollar is bearish. Okay, now when we have a green bias, okay, there's also another one which also indicates a green bias, means two sides are that these are actually differently two sides. Then we look for an opportunity to compare the two together and shoot the shot for a buy or for a sell. Okay, now look at what I'm saying. It could how well one is going to lock in, or what we definitely could lock in from this. This is just 122, 170, almost 200 pips. And if you also look at it from a bigger time frame, you see from 4 hours that there is a possibility, okay, that this could be the beginning of the fall for AUD/USD, which is definitely going to make the USD gain more, have a stronger bias than the Australian dollar. Okay, I don't want to be in the it's good though, yeah, very good, because we all started with that. I don't want to as much as I'm trying to be basic, I still would want to follow add some level of professionalism to it. Okay, I don't want to be mentioning those big names. Okay, and maybe once in a while I'll do that, but I don't want it to be the core reason why I'm making videos. Okay, just make sure it's so very flexible that we all can understand it, even if you are a newbie or a newbie or an intending trader. Okay, and one good thing, I'm not gonna bore you, you could see lifestyle, but yes, not now. All right, yeah, we are here to learn, we are here to be profitable at what we are doing. Our lifestyle should not be the focus, because if I'm a medical doctor, I should not be, do you understand what I'm saying? If I'm a medical doctor, I should not be showcasing lifestyle, except I'm into reality program. Okay, yeah, you should just always see me with stethoscopes, which always see me talk about health, challenges, and treatments for this ailment and all of that. Okay, so the same also goes for forex, stocks, all kind of financial traders. Okay, what they should expect from me FX to the KG is, or should be, more 99.9% of what I do. Okay, now this is AUD/USD. We are looking for possible sell. Okay, yes, we are looking for possible sell. Now let me show you something. Oh, sorry, let me show you something. I really need to bring up the panel, the alert panel. Okay, I need to bring up the alert panel. Yes, we got it. Here it comes. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep it here. Okay, if there's any reason for us to okay. Okay, now I think it's okay like this. So what we have here is like I said, AUD USD just signaled session break. Okay, and let's see if we could, you know, analyze some things about it. All right, so just signal the session break, which means signaling the session break, and you see what it signal. It says short. Okay, and that we are also in between the London and the New York session. So short, you know, for those that are just new into the trading, this thing is that we should sell. Okay, that originally is not the factor to, you know, doesn't give the reason to sell ordinarily, but it's enough reason for a sell. So I'm also going to look at this point. Okay, let's move this off and then look at what we have. Do we have AUD USD? Now you see we also have AUD USD here. All right, and I'm also going to, let me quickly, you know, try as much as possible to give a little explanation about that. The VDT there, you know, means volume decline trend. Okay, it means volume decline trend, and it is a bearish pattern, you know, that shows a declining interest and a potential distribution. Okay, yes, it shows a declining interest and a potential distribution. Distribution means potential sell. Okay, let me just, you know, put it like that. The market, you know, could sell, you know, from where it currently is. So I have two confirmations here. Okay, and if you also look at it from here, it's also saying the same thing. And also ordinarily looking at it from the chart, you know, I also have the same reason to want to sell too, because prices, you know, had formed this and all of this, and US dollar is strong, has a stronger index than the Australian dollar index. Okay, now look at all of those factors now being put together, then that means we should also, if there are other confirmations, it's good, but at this point I could sell. Okay, all right, I'm just going to do that on the, I'm going to do that on the mobile, and you're also going to see it, you know, on the, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do that on the mobile, and you are going to see it. AUD USD, let's sell. Have we seen it? Yes, that's a new one. It just, you know, arrived. What's the time? The time is 13:14. all right, so that is, you know, the sometimes as a trader, I'm not gonna lie, I will ignore all of this because I'm looking at the market from the bigger picture. But if the intention is for me to scalp, I definitely, you know, will scalp the market, you know, using all of this, you know, set all the parameters. And yeah, and if you also look at it from where we are, I'm not sure that the AUD USD that we, you know, the trade we placed since yesterday got anywhere near the stop loss, so that means we are still good. Okay, that's the importance of trading low volatility pair like AUD USD. Okay, so that is that. So we have that, and we are looking for price to break below, you know, this point, and then continue to, you know, continue to sell. Okay, and I think that is that about that. Then let's also look at some session break. Okay, now look at what it says, session break. This session break CV means convergence. Okay, you know what convergence means? That when price and everything that supports it, let me put it together that way, when price and everything that supports it moves, you know, when they align, when they moves in the same direction. So if we have session break, you know, and that convergence, you know, means that there's also a possibility for USD CHF to what? To sell. So let's look at it. I know how I colored it that way. Okay, yeah. Did it say did it give, okay, maybe we, oh sorry, possibility to buy, so sorry, yeah. So we could buy, you know, US dollar CHF from here and maybe see that price. Let's also look at it from the bigger picture, maybe from 1 hour, you see. So I think it's a good buy if we buy from here. I'm just gonna buy, let me buy from here. All right, you see our, okay, it's been immediately. So that's the benefit for the Telegram. You get the message, you know, I don't have to be typing. I took a lot of time to do this, and you would not believe it that this was done, you know, single-handedly. Okay, everything FX with a KG was never contracted out, you know, to anybody to do. I tried with a little time, you know, to make sure that, and that, you know, is what actually took my time. Okay, I wanted it to, you know, when you give a job to people, you are going to have a lot of remarks, you know, give remarks. This is what I like, this is what I'm saying, these are the errors, these are the potential issues. Okay, how do we implement, you know, make corrections, make some implementations and all of that. Some companies would, you know, get so stressed at you when especially you know what you want, not that you agree, but you want the best for yourself. Yes, I am not anywhere near, but I have seen the execution, how when I place a trade, you know, it gets automatically, you know, sent into my Telegram. So many things like that, to the website, to especially most importantly, you know, how the operation of, you know, this, you know, everything works, and also even the building of the softwares. I, you know, did that. You know, the importance to secure what you have learned so far. That's one. Then secondly is nobody can do it better like, you know, you can do it. Okay, yeah, nobody can do it better like you can do it. I could still get a programming job, you can't say, right? And when that comes, yes, you know, it's not gonna come in cheap. It's not gonna come cheap at all. All right, so I've digressed a little bit. Anyway, let's go back to the business of the day. So I've taken another sell entry for AUUSD. Okay, it's not gonna be more than this. I can't risk more. And CHF, I, you know, trade since morning. Okay, and it has been in these positions all day, here, between here and here, you know, no further opportunity to buy if it hits the stop loss. The same happened to when we had a trade yesterday. I think it was yesterday's loss we encountered with, I think this yesterday went negative, you know, then still went back up a little bit. We thought maybe it had started, and then pew. Okay, so while we are still there, so I think I talked about the VDT, right? Yes, so it's called volume decline trend, and although it's not one of the best trading methodology, you know, that FX to the KJ have, I believe in so many things. There are so many templates, to so many methodologies that we turn into templates, and that's, you know, we can execute automatically. Okay, they will just execute, but we tend to above all still look for the best, you know, the strongest, when the market has the strongest and the most reliable, you know, let's say HPT, high probability trades. Okay, so things, okay. Okay, like for instance, look at what we have also here. This is Bitcoin, BTCUSD in black. Black means to possible sell, so let's look at BTCUSD. Okay, I'm still gonna come to the other one now. Look at from the top, possible sell for BTC. I'm not gonna risk BTCUSD. Not that I cannot trade it, but yeah, my equity. Okay, I'm just trying to protect the capital so that I don't put pressure on top of it, even if it is the best trade in the world. All right, so that is a possibility that it's actually a session break. Now you can see, okay, yes, and this is a bearish convergence. Okay, session break and a bearish convergence, that's, you know, makes a possibility for price to fall. So yeah, we should hope that it does fall. So coming to the other side, what do we have? Okay, it's still has a B grade and no, when we have a VDT, so that means we could also have a potential, is my English. Okay, now look at AUDUSD. Okay, yeah, this is AUDUSD. Black, I coded it black. Black will show. Okay, I don't know if I can do this. I can show you. Black was actually coded to carry, to display bearish opportunities, yeah, and dark gray was coded to have to look for bullish opportunities. Okay, let me just type black. I'll get there. Okay, I've seen it, and I want to bring it up for, I want to bring it up to be seen. No. Okay. Let me just, you know, be here for a while. Okay, I'll just show you, then I'll, you know, take it off. Now this is it, and the color, sorry, slate gray is for buy. If I change it to maybe gold or white, if there is any there, it changes immediately. Okay, it changes immediately. Okay. Okay, I should change the black to white, not a, sorry, that's a little mistake on my part. All right. Oh, you see. Okay, so I'll just turn it back to black, then save it. Oh, you didn't see that. Okay, saw it. Okay, so let's do it. Turn it to white, then compile it. You see, if I should turn it to something else, you will also see the same thing. Okay, let's say turn it to blue, or let's say blue violet. Okay, I'm selecting this. It changes immediately. Okay, so black to your black, black to your black, back to your black. Okay, yeah. All right, so while we look at other pairs to take or to look or to trade. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to remove this horizontal what's it called, a rectangle, a blue colored rectangle that I used there. Okay, now we have some signals. Okay, the signal is telling us, or just we just got some signals, and let's quickly bring up the alert so that we can see what we have gotten. Now you see we have AUD/USD is short. We have AUD card, which is session. AUD card also has a VDT, right? So we should don't forget. Let me show to you. I'm going to put this in the middle so we can see. We will manage the little space that we have here. We are going to manage this little space here. Okay. Okay, it's a short. Are we good? Yeah. All right, so we have decided two main trades we have. Then GBPUSD also has this a session break, but the alert has not come. Then maybe we should just look at it, and that's some things that I do. The black is to sell, while this here, the colored gray, the dark gray is actually to buy when I see session breaks. Okay, and I rely so much on it, so much, not heavily, so much on it. Okay, so heavily on it. No volatility yet. Everything is just moving bit by bit. Everything is just moving bit by bit. So what else do we have? What have we gotten before? AUD card, just AUD card and AUD/USD. AUD card. Where's AUD/USD? Now there are some that I also look at, some reasons, some factors that I also look at before making decisions. Okay, let's see AUD card. Okay, it also has a good reason, but could have been from here. Okay, yeah, could have been from there. And also GBPUSD. Okay, I'm going to look at it from the 4-hour time frame. Okay, it's also just dropping, so also a good reason to sell GBPUSD. Yeah, also a good reason to sell GBPUSD. Good reason to sell GBPUSD, a good reason to sell AUD/USD. For me, a good reason for me also to look into AUD card and sell. Okay, and a disclaimer, please. Okay, everything is encourage people to buy or sell. Okay, like you see what is scrolling on your screen, purely for educational and information purpose. Okay, purely informational. All right, and we are just using it to educate people. Okay, and please don't go and lose money, or don't even make money and say FS KG made you made money or make you lose money. Okay, so you must not consider this. I'll read as it's crows. Don't consider this as a financial or an investment or a trading advice. It's as simple as that. Please don't. Okay, and if you want to see more, we just starting to put our mind into growing a big community, but I don't want to just create a group and start dropping nonsense, because I want to be I want us to be able to help ourselves, okay, as long as we keep being profitable. Okay, yeah, so join our Telegram channel, and please it's not please that you should join because you are coming to get a great deal of value. Okay, now also we have New Zealand card. Okay, black means sell. Okay, yes, black means sell. Let's go check. So possibility, and this is a great deal of a possibility for me from a lot of people who would want my head. Okay, so when you look at it, Canadian dollar is good. The signal came from here, but I'm also analyzing from here. Canadian dollar is good. New Zealand is also pointing downwards, but look at this, 0.05%. Momentum is neutral. MTF wise, Canadian dollar has not really, there's no volatility. The momentum is not that good. Several factors. I don't want to be mentioning some other things, professionally. Okay, that's going to be for some reasons. Okay, special reasons though, which although we have those reasons, but we have not activated it yet. All right, so if it's good here and it's good here, okay. That can hinder a trader, from being profitable is lack of maybe information to learn, lack of enough information for you to learn from, lack of information of learning. Okay, information is not enough for you to process, to learn, to assimilate, to deal with situations and issues around you being profitable as a financial trader. I use the word financial trader because I'm also always I only do not trade forex. I also my stuffs, everything I put together also helps me sometimes to look into okay, or assets. Let's use that. So it will not be wise to be saying forex traders and forex traders. Okay, so that is it. Okay, now all the pairs that we actually are trading. All right, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? We have New Zealand USD. We have AUD USD. I was actually looking for this. This is AUD USD. What do we get? And it's still actually ranging. You know, I told you that the volume, everything is not as it should be. So even if you look at the market regime, what you get is this. You know, it's not encouraging. It's not, you know, that boogie for you to want to have. Sometimes you get it and want to maybe use a higher lot, or you want to stack trades and be like, okay, let me, you know, quickly take make some peeps out of this market as quickly as possible. But yeah, it's not that. Okay, I've seen AUD USD here. Although I'm just, you know, telling you the things I've seen. If there is an alignment, I get, you know, trades, you know, from any of this. Okay, this is just one here, and one here. Okay, so once I get anything from here, the next thing is for me to look at the market, you know, if it correlates. Although yeah, sometimes among the best pair, that's why I put BP, best pair trending. Okay, yeah, it's among, it calculates everything. Why it's showing, you know, here is that it calculates everything, so cumulatively to tell you this, you know, is one, anything that displays here is, you know, calculated by everything we have here, the strength, the strength, you know, the momentum. That's how I programmed it. The background tells me the color, the background tells me the market direction. So Euro New Zealand should be selling, so that means it is not. Now look at this, we have a signal here. Can I bring it up? Okay, let's bring it up. Let's see what we have. Now you see Euro New Zealand inst trade is that makes up, you know, this sell order. Okay, and sometimes I don't just double into sell. I want to see, you know, why that sell, you know, is, and with sometimes I mean want to take, you know, be very cautious about this, because okay, we are in Euro New Zealand, and I'm going to use this as a for this zone, the top, the highest, you know, point here. Okay, all right, I got another signal which says GBPUSD, and I'm also going to analyze that. Okay, so once it gives that signal, the next thing is to, you know, come here and then look at it. What do we have? Have we yet to break a level? Okay, as the level turned into a zone. Okay, instead of me to just to, you know, stick to, like a lot of people who are also very good traders will tell you to stick to one, you know, currency pair. I think it's not actually the number of years that I've spent, but it's the level of knowledge or time that I put into the market that it now, you know, gives me, you know, this enough information to want to, you know, come up with something of my own, and then yeah, see how profitable it can, you know, become for me. That is also another one. We have GBPCHF, okay, and also Euro GBP. Yep. Which means it wants me to take the trade from that top and see possibility of it, of possibility of selling, that from that point. That is Euro. This is actually Euro GBP in 4-hour time frame. If I also move down to maybe 1 hour, I'm going to see what we have. My noise canceller for the PC has been disabled. I'm going to try to see if I can put it up and if it works, because I have to start it with this every live streaming I'm making. Yeah, so let's see what the we $100 billion galaxies were born. In the vapor of the brighter planets formed. I hope it's start working. I don't have to do anything other than just continue the live streaming, and if it works, and if it doesn't, we are going to manage the backgrounds like that. Okay, and so where are we? I was actually analyzing Euro New Zealand, possible sell, Euro GBP, possible sell. That is for the in straight. Okay, let me just give you a hint. HPT means high probability trade. It comes out from here. Yeah, and also another one comes from here. Yep. Okay, so let me be looking at the Euro New Zealand and Euro New Zealand, Euro GBP. Okay, I also got GBPCHF. I don't see why. Okay, I know where to look at to get them. I could have taken the straight here, but this is, I couldn't risk more than, I think I have about two trades, AUD, GBP, CHF, and I have one receiver. Okay. I'm going to hold on a bit for Euro GBP. Outflow is still giving me this. It changed. GBPCHF, I've seen it here. It's giving as a bullish vibe, and also I'm gonna look at it from another place if I see that. So except price breaks above here for Euro GBP. Okay, I've seen it. It's actually giving me okay, it's changing. Euro GBP is changing, but GBPCHF I've confirmed from one place. I just want to confirm very well from another place. That's for a buy, for Euro GBP buy. Also have it. You should, you know, a little applause should be given to me. Oh, seriously, a retail trader, you know, coming up with something as small as this. Honestly, something as small as this. To the extent that even the barcode, I did it myself. The barcode, just use your phone camera and scan. You know, just use it, get it, you know, take on any device that you are, you can just use your phone camera to scan the barcode, and that's it. You've joined FSUKG Telegram. So that's how simplified I wanted it to be. Okay, and so that's beautiful. That's very beautiful. Okay, so cat CHF here, cat CHF here, cat CHF. Do we have it here? Okay, should be selling. Please don't forget Euro GBP, Euro New Zealand, possible sell. I have not activated any sell yet. I'm just, you know, kind of like, okay, let's check cat CHF, you know, first, then I can also talk about, you know, this point here. Okay, it's been selling and there is still, you know, potential opportunity to, you know, maybe sell from. All right, and if I really want to do that, I'm going to confirm it from, you know, several other places. That's the work. Yeah, that's the work. I cannot, you know, begin to be mentioning and saying, oh, this is, it does this, it does that, this does this. No, just confirm it from sources. Okay, and the only thing, one other thing that I've not added to this is the COT data, and of course it's very possible I'm going to do that when I have the time. Okay, COT data, I'm going to add it, even if it means it's being invincible, and it will just read, give me data here in places like this. I can connect it here. Yes, I can connect it to that. We just read out the data for me, and I will know which, you know, currency to attach it to. Yeah, the data actually comes out, you know, telling you, giving you information about, you know, this currency, currencies, and so many other things, futures, commodities, everything. But yeah, I can do that with this, and that's gonna be huge. That's huge. That's big. So GBP CHF for a buy. Okay, this is 1, this is 2. Let's, you know, open GBP CHF, see possibility for a buy that will soar. And on a very good day. And funny enough, I have a buy for GBP CHF. The buy still that red line is actually a stop loss. This red line is actually a stop loss, and funny enough, the buy is somewhere here. Let's see if we can get there. should be around here. Okay, here. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. 1 hour, I'm saying it different. So the signal should be tied up to so many things, tied, around so many factors here, okay? Generally or cumulatively, it should be tied, and that is what brings out this information. And just because I don't, it's my software, I don't want to just, except I'm building an EA for it, cause which I already am on it. Okay, then it can answer to everything without me but it's better to, that's why I said every software is 10%. You are 90%. Yeah, you're 90%. Okay, and funny enough, it could hit my stop loss and then go back, start buying. That means I've lost that trade. Okay, so we've not looked at Euro New Zealand. It came out en masse. They all came out. CAD JPY is buying. Euro CAD is buying. CAD JPY is buying. Euro GBP is selling. Euro CAD is buying. CAD JPY hasn't confirmed. Okay, let's check the market regime. It's actually still ranging. Like I said, this is HBT. Let's look at BTCUSD. It should be selling. Okay, let's go back to AUD/USD. We should, intraday is selling. I'm seeing from here. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go check intraday wise. CAD JPY, is it selling? Did we check it earlier on? Okay, it is. So that's it. And why you don't see all of these informations in one place is because it scrolls. Okay, so if it's data driven, okay, so that means there are still some more information that have not been shown. So in a few seconds it just starts, once it displays like this, there are no more information. These are the information this can display, but the moment you see it get to this point, that means there's a lot. There are still more, so it will continue scrolling. Like this always gives plenty of information. This also always gives plenty of information, always. So you see them always scrolling. You see this is also scrolling. Yeah, it's scrolling. XAUUSD also should be selling. That's for some of us selling gold. See, it's also possibility. Silver, possible buying, possibility that silver is buying. And funny enough, I have a buy order on silver. Okay, let's see if AUDJPY, GBPCJ, GBPJPY also we can also find some information about it from here. Okay, AUDJPY, GBPCHF, and okay, now you see we have CHFJPY, CHFJPY. All right, so if that means we could have a buy order on silver. Okay, back. I want to switch to the other template. Okay. And then quickly look at the sell order for AUD USD is still on. Yeah, it's still on. So let me look at GBP CHF. Okay, I think now we can see it clearly. Yeah, it still has not hit the, it's a buy order though, it still has not hit the stop loss. I'm still coming back to AUD JPY and CHF JPY now. Okay. Then there is XAUUSD buy too. Okay, we are just entering into the buy, but price is here to enter into the profit area of the buy order. I'm just going to go to the higher time frame and just see if gold can still, there's still potential opportunity for gold to, anyway, except price breaks above here on this point here. Okay, yes, this level at 337.297, that's going to be approximately 37.30. okay, except price breaks above here, yeah, definitely, we would expect more push to the upside. Okay, let's also go to the weekly chart or weekly time frame. Okay, and sometimes price action alone to me it's not to me it's not enough. Okay, it may be very enough for other people, a host, hundreds of people, thousands of people out there, but as the kind of person that I am, I cannot depend on it alone. Now this is a buy order. Okay, USD JPY, I'm coming to it, and GBP New Zealand session break, and that is session break divergence, actually a DV. CV is convergence, DV is divergence, so that's a bullish divergence. Okay, let's quickly look at it. Let's go back to 1 hour and also maybe 15 minutes, a smaller time frame, because 1 hour and 4 hour is for confirmation, based on what I have here, 1 hour and 4 hours, and this is 4 hour and weekly confirmation. Okay, that's why you see they run into a different program, one program running two different function. Okay, so let's look at GBP New Zealand and also AUD JPY. Okay, we already have AUD JPY here. Okay, and and the same GBP JPY we didn't buy yesterday. I could buy from here and also see. All right, so let's buy GBP JPY, and immediately we have it in the platform. Okay, immediately we have it in the platform, GBP JPY. That's it. Okay, possible buy. We have it here. We have it here. I also have a software that confirm this too for me, that if to yeah, that confirms. I have a software that confirm if both of this, okay, the price has entered into this area and also has entered it into this area. So I could have seen this, but I prefer, okay, let's see USD. I prefer looking at it. That's why I made this color this way. Okay, once I get it here, I come here to confirm, and also here to confirm. And okay, that's GBP New Zealand. Let us also quickly look at Euro AUD, and also in fact BTCUSD. We saw BTCUSD when I was using the other template, potential sell. You see it's actually confirming it. And GBP New Zealand, the same thing with Euro New Zealand. You see it's coming out the more. Okay, that's a session break, price break above this place. Okay, and this is also why it's coming out, as also breaking out above this point, this resistance, short resistance, and also this resistance here. Okay, now we've not looked at USD JPY too. Potential. Oh wow, this happened yesterday, and I think this is confirming the continuation to the upside. And okay, I'm going to reduce. Let's just use 2.01. all right, for the buy. Yep. Oh yes, and the Telegram confirms it. They buy immediately, they buy or they sell immediately, so it depends on what you're getting. So it's okay, but I will just be analyzing the rest. Euro AUD is also buying. That's a session break, I think. Okay, we looked at it earlier on, or haven't we? Okay, now we talked about AUD JPY. Now look at AUD JPY and also AUD JPY. AUD JPY here has what I call the volume decline trend, and that's a bearish system that shows a declining interest, that shows a bearish pattern that shows a declining interest and also potential distribution. Okay, that's what VDT stands for. Okay, you have it here, AUD JPY. We have AUD JPY. Do we have it here? I think I saw it. Okay, and then let's look at the currency strength. AUD JPY. All right, so this is just crossed here. Wow, that's good. So if we then quickly go look at what we have, you see, wow. Okay, so even if I place a buy order from here, then my stop loss should not be far, maybe 20 pips. Honestly, my stop loss should not be much. I will just put my stop loss in somewhere around. Let's go to 1 hour to see what I can do with stop loss for AUD JPY. Oh, that's good. Below here is very perfect. Okay, so this could be, let's just say for instance, this could be my stop loss, this is my entry, plus here plus spread. Okay, I've not gotten the diamond signal for this, and also I've not gotten the diamond signal for this. When that is what actually gave me the confirmation for the Euro GBP of today is Friday, Euro GBP of Wednesday, and AUD USD of yesterday. Okay, and I'm just looking at the flow. We moved from low to medium, and US dollar has a high flow here. The flow has become high. USD card, you don't trade USD card. Let's look at USD card. You leave the two alone. Okay. I mean, in this regard, I'm not gonna trade it. The only reason that's gonna make me to trade is because maybe the risk is higher. Okay, yeah, accept that. But with the way everything is, not even with the strength, yeah, it's enough. But I want it to be, and it's not also here. So that means you're just assuming the market. Okay, you're just assuming the market. Okay, AUD USD is breaking into the profit area of the sell order. And by the way, I'm definitely going to leave this trade until next week. It will be here. It will be here. See, so if I wanted to sell or to buy AUD JPY, this would have been my entry, and we are here. Okay, so I think I have Euro AUD, or which one do I have? GBP New Zealand. It's GBP New Zealand. So we also have CHF JPY. Okay, we are still there. So possibility that we may not even have any diamond signal today, but it's all well and good. So far we know what we are doing. Okay, FS to the KG and friends and brothers and co. So okay, all right. And ask me why I want to leave this trade. Okay, it's just look at it in the 4-hour time frame. Okay, I'm gonna shrink it the more. Now see, now look at it from the 4-hour time frame. This is the move we made all the way up. It's about 670, just about 674 pips, 73 pips from here to here. Oh, we are not seeing it. Let me remove this thing. Wow, so sorry. And also bring this down. All right, so sorry. So look at the move it made. 773 pips. About 773 pips. So I think if this continues this way, that means we cut it early. We cut it early. It was very early. We cut it very early. Let's just hope that there will not be any reason to where price will go back up. Okay, yeah, let's just hope that there will not be any reason. Okay. Okay, GBP New Zealand, we are buying and the buy is good, very, very, very good. We are buying, we are also buying GBP New Zealand. Okay. Let's even check the combined heat map. Okay, HM3. HM3. Oh, it's HM2. Okay. What do we have? So we'll quickly see what we have. So sorry. Just needed to check the yeah, it's working. Okay. What else have we got? GBP New Zealand. We have GBP CHF. Are we cool? Are we good? Or still at the negative? And we have XAUUSD. Okay, still prices still. I shouldn't depend much on this. Maybe just take it off if I get a little profit from it. I always love the buy low sell high, kind of policy or philosophy or strategy or idea or logic. Okay, the US dollar CHF, I remember. Okay, it's a buy. It is a buy. I buy you. In the next few minutes, I may be ending the video. Okay, but this is 3 days in a row that I've made, and the first time ever that I've made video consecutively like that, because of a lot of factors that were preventing me. Okay, I would want to write codes, I would want to analyze the market. So I just had to, I would want to do a lot of things, you know, put the Telegram channel up, make it up and running, you know, uh, write, you know, stuffs, you know, for the channel. It's a one-man business though, yeah, but I could get help from everywhere. Okay, help could come from anywhere. It doesn't really have to be a one-man show. Yeah, I believe someday it's going to grow that big that everybody, I'm going to have, we're going to have a we're going to have specialists of all kinds, experts of all kinds, you know. Yeah, we're going to have experts of all kinds, you know, where we all put hands together. No salary being paid. Everybody's just going to come in and you will trade forex and you will bring your specialty, individual specialty into the business to, so let's grow. So while we are growing, you're also making money. So if you like, you can use 1,000 lot size to one stone to kill Goliath and to fall down the wall of Jericho. That's your cup of tea. But it's not good to be greedy. If I wanted to be greedy, I would have been so greedy long before now. So what have we got? So before I end the trade, okay, I have about 7 minutes. So let's quickly look at what we have done today. XAUUSD is a buy order in the negative area. If it hits here, that's a stop loss. That means we are done for the day, you know, with XAUUSD. We also have USDJPY. Okay, it's actually a buy order, and the USDJPY is a confirmation of the buy. Okay, it's a confirmation of the buy we already had from on the first. Okay, this move. Okay, if you also look at it from the 1 hour time frame, you see that this actually, the buy have been initiated not even on the first. Okay, the buy had been initiated. It was just a pullback or a retracement back to, I think, the area where price started from where price, you see that this is actually is a consolidation here, price ranging, you know, in this place in the daily time frame. Okay, and so we have a buy order on USDJPY. All right, we also have a buy order on US dollar CHF. Okay, and it's actually going to the opposite, but I'm bringing it. Okay, so this is the daily chart or daily time frame for USD CHF. Okay, if it continues to the upside, that means we cut it also very early, just like we did AUD USD. Okay, just like we did AUD USD. If it continues, you know, like this, that means we cut it, we cut the sell very early. All right, so there is GBP New Zealand and also GBP CHF. All right, So that is also GBP New Zealand is a buy order. It's a buy order. We currently entered it into the profit area of the buy order, and also GBPCHF. We have not. Price is still in the negative, possibly going to hit the stop loss. And there is, lastly, AUD/USD. Do you know why I so love this idea? Is you can test the waters on different currency pairs. Okay, and I'm sure there could be a lot of people out there who would want to maybe I love trading AUD/USD. Who would love trading maybe AUD/JPY? I think yeah, I've heard of someone who loves trading AUD/JPY. Do you understand? So maybe some would love trading GBPCHF. As much as I don't like trading, just I'm just developing the interest, maybe because of the software that all of these things that we have we just start putting together. I could, just now say maybe, yeah, before I would, if it was before now, I would not, I don't trade AUD/USD. I don't trade GBPCHF. I don't trade Euro. I can just, even if it gives you 50 pips, 70 pips in 1 week or 2 weeks, it is still part of it. Just use a very minimal, lot size and let it, the more you see it increases, then you can just be adding more, to your trade. Okay, so I think we've done well for ourselves today. I'm really super grateful. Today is Friday. If there is need at all to do 2 times in a day, I would love it, honestly. In fact, I want this this platform to grow so much that we will just be there to the end of London session. That is midway into New Year session. A whole lot of people. Okay, it's definitely going to benefit a whole lot of people. So